Let's see if that's better. Yeah, so it's early in the morning. I gotta go to work. My hair is tied up. I brushed my teeth, you guys, and I washed my face, but I haven't taken a shower or anything. And so I just want to make this real quick, and I'm coming to you raw because this is a raw situation for me. Like, my feelings have recently been hurt or whatever, and so I'm cool. You know, I can make it through it, but I'm not ashamed of how I look or whatever, so I'm just doing this video as quickly as possible so I can get it to you guys as quickly as possible. To be honest, it's Family Friday, and I am going to talk about certain aspects of my family, but then I'm also going to talk about my boyfriend too, because he kind of pissed me off. But anyway, and I don't even think I should call him my boyfriend anymore. I don't know, you be the judge of that. But so I had a bad week starting off on Wednesday. Like, everything was going good until Tuesday night, and then he came to the school and kind of brightened that up for me, and so I was all excited. You know, everybody was telling us we were a cute couple and shit, and so you know, the next morning comes and I get on, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because what for? Like, yeah, I'm real rap raw. Like, and my heart says, you know, I can still laugh and shit in these circumstances, but I'm upset. Like, you letting this sideline bitch come in and say some shit. And yeah, on Twitter, bitch, social networking is motherfucking important, because you should be able to announce to the world what's going on with you in your life. Not announce to the world what's going on with you in your life, but you should be able to announce that you are taken, basically, is what my fucking conclusion is. I'm on this motherfucking video looking like Chef Boyardee and shit, and, you know, like, because I'm trying to come to y'all with some real shit. Like, if you on the sideline hooping and hollering, you're not a motherfucking celebrity or whatever, so all these hoes shouldn't be, like, falling at your feet, and they're not. So it's just one bitch, so you can check one bitch. I can see that this is something that happens all the time, and, like, hoes are always like, hey, I'm over here, I really want to suck your dick, Mike, hey, I know you got money, like, I want to be on your job, like, type shit. But no, this is just one little tripping ass bald-headed bitch that's like, he say, trying to upset me or whatever. And I know it's hoes out there like that, so I can dig it. But the reason I'm mad is not because this bitch is over here running her mouth. It's because your ass as a man does not have the audacity to check this hoe so that your woman don't feel some type of way about it. Like, you didn't even have to call her a bitch. You didn't have to say shut the fuck up. You didn't have to say none of that. You could have said something like, chill out. It ain't even like that. Or like, what are you talking about? Like, just something simple like that. So I don't know, this bitch is fucking with me or fucking with him. Like, she just really want to be seen right now. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the type of person that can look shit over like that, because my first instinct is fight. Like, it's the fight or flight syndrome, bitch, but I'm always fighting. Like, I'm not gonna flight. Like, I'm always gonna fight in every situation. So yeah, I was fucking pissed. And yeah, I came and I put some shit up to, you know, that may have been a little bit inappropriate. I only said one cuss word. I just, like, let me find out you can't keep these hoes in line. You know, you right along with them. So I don't understand what the big deal was. But anyway, he's so fucking upset about that. He called cussing me out. I've never seen the side of this guy. Like, he's never disrespected me. And I've disrespected him early on in the relationship several occasions. I ain't gonna lie. Like, cussing his ass out. Because that's what I knew from past relationships. Calling each other bitches and hoes and shit. But I'm matured. You know, it's been 3 years. And I don't want to have to talk to my man like that. I want to be able to have a decent conversation. But if you get out of line and you cussing me out, that's unacceptable, especially if you gonna call me a bitch and all that. Like, I got past calling you a bitch and shit to your face, but you gonna call me a motherfucking bitch? Like, you never done that in 3 years, said you never would, and then all of a sudden I'm a stupid bitch now? Like, no. That shit ain't gonna fly. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, oh my god, this motherfucker called me a bitch, and then hung up, so I couldn't react. Like, that's some fucked up shit. And at the same time, I've matured to a level to where I didn't even take it there with him. I could have called him all kind of bitches. I could have called him stupid, dumb, fat, ugly, whatever I wanted to call him. And, you know, I didn't. Because you get to a point to where you say you're going to do something and you have integrity and you do it, you know. So, I just told him to leave me alone. Like, I need some time to myself. Plus, on top of that, you know, my aunt is like fucking tripping, like, on some stupid shit. To me, I feel like it's stupid, because there's a difference when you should do, but I'm a reasonable human being. So I clean up, I pay 45%, I think like 40% of the rent, 40% of the rent, and I don't even have a room. Like, I feel like that's good. Like, I put gas in the car and all that shit, because I'm in between places right now. But, oh, it's time for me to get up out this motherfucker. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, we've come to that decision, her and I together. So, I never ever stayed past 3 months. It doesn't take me longer than 3 months to get my shit together anyway. So, I'll be gone by the end of October. And so, you know, I've only been here since July, I think, like, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Like, I can carry my own weight, but at the same time, it's the difference between help and assistance. Like, help is like, oh my god, I'm drowning, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to swim, can you help me? Like, you don't know. Like, I can't save myself because I don't know, and I don't have the resources to keep breathing. So can you sacrifice your life for the well-being of me? Like, can you come out here and make some sacrifices and do some shit that you might not end up surviving through and help me to safety? And then there's assistance. Like, oh my god, I see this little old wrinkled ass lady with a cane walking with bags of groceries to her car. Oh no, ma'am, let me assist you. Or even if the lady was like, excuse me, Sonny, could you help me with these bags? I would be like, of course I can assist you, because it's not that big of a deal. It's not help. Like, I'm gonna assist you by taking these bags to the car. That's real quick, you know, and it ain't gonna take that much out of me. So yeah, of course I'll assist you. Grab the bags, take them to the car, put them in, go on your way, little old wrinkled lady. I mean, it's that simple. And so either way, help or assistance, when you sign up for that shit, you know what you're getting yourself into. You do. You know what you're getting yourself into, because you have to weigh the pros and cons before you make that decision. And if you don't weigh the pros and cons before you make that decision, don't get mad at the person that you're helping or assisting, because that was your responsibility to make the decision that you wanted to help or assist them. And so at some point, when you're giving help or assistance, I know it can get frustrating, especially when you're helping somebody, because I think that's on a longer term. Excuse me for stumbling over my words, but on a longer basis, I feel like help, you know, could fuck you up. Like, be like, oh my god, when is this motherfucker gonna leave? But if they're helping you in turn, and you're, you know, you have an agreement, I think that it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because you know the shit is only temporary, so there's certain things that you have to deal with. So the point being is if you're assisting me, then you signed up for it, so let's try to make this shit as pleasant as possible. Like, I don't want to be stomping around the motherfucking house, slamming shit down, not talking to motherfuckers. Like, that shit's uncomfortable. I don't like that. And then, you know, when somebody addresses me with something and hurts my feelings, typically I do one of three things. I address them professionally, respectfully, or I get smooth out of line. And I decided to handle this in a respectful manner, because at the end of the day, I am living here, you know, and this is not my dwelling. So I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who's assisting me, whether they disrespecting me or not. Like, I can't. And so, you know, the fact of the matter is, the situation is that she snores loud as shit, you know, like a fucking grizzly bear. I personally cannot stand a snorer, and my boyfriend is a snorer, but we have like a sexual relationship, so I can come over that hump only for so long. Like, I don't even know if we would ever be able to live together, because that shit's intolerable to me. Like, I can deal with, you know, but I can't. If you sound like a pack of wolves fighting over a fucking, like, rabbit, like, I can't. That shit crazy. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, who snores like that as a woman? Like, how do you have a relationship with a man and he's sleeping next to a freaking grizzly bear or a tractor? Like, you sound like you cranking up a tractor. Like, and all I tried to do was close the door. Like, I just tried to close the door and create a buffer. I didn't even slam the door. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like this. Like, I thought it was a motherfucking earthquake, tsunami, some type of fucking natural disaster happening. It woke me out of my sleep. It startled the fuck out of me, and I was like, oh no, like, I can't continue from 4 4:50 all the way up to 7 something. Like, I can't sleep like that. I can't get a peaceful night's rest. And I think I should be able to get a peaceful night's rest if I'm paying like 40% of the rent. Like, I really do. I do. And I don't think it's unreasonable. And you know, like, when I didn't even close the door, I just kind of tried to create a buffer. I left her crack, and she woke up tripping. So now we're upset with each other. I'm not really upset. I just don't like it when people fucking, like, don't talk to me. Like, I hate being ignored. So, for the simple fact that I think if I say something, I'm going to get ignored, I just don't say shit at all. And so now we just walking around mute to each other. That shit just don't even make sense to me. Like, so it's time for me to go, because at some point, that shit kind of ruins a relationship. You know, if you assisting somebody and you don't want to assist them, like, I already feel that coming on now. So I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm making some moves this weekend. I just got paid today, so we're going to see where this goes, and you guys will be updated. But I just had to bring that to y'all, because my feelings was really hurt on Wednesday with her and him. So, and then school and all that, I'm like having a mental breakdown. Like, I can smile through the shit, but this is some serious shit. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in to Family Fridays. Yes, this is me in all of my glory. This is what I look like in the morning, so deal with it. I'll talk to y'all on Monday.